Saying we're in lockdown. All the bush tracks are closed around here. Can't do too much else, so decided that a few people have asked me about what do I carry in my backpack. So today I thought I'd show you what's in there. It's a bit like Doctor Who's TARDIS, really. So obviously, start from the outside. We have some walking poles, which I tend not to use that often. It would be handy when I hurt my ankle up in the Watergans during the Great North Walk, but that's the way it is. Obviously, carry enough water for the whole time you're going to be away. Then we'll start down the bottom here, the bottom section. Oh, by the way, this backpack, it's been with me a long time. It's almost a trademark. It is unfortunately just about reaching the end of its life, which is a great shame, but it's been really good to me. Down the bottom here, well, you're going to need some eats. You always need some eats, don't you? I'll put the food over there, and because there's always a chance of some inclement weather, always a backpack, a raincoat. Also in here, spare pair of glasses. A number of times I've found myself losing glasses up in the bush. It's always nice to be able to read your map. Also down here, somewhere, little container of salt. In fact, I got one in here as well. That's just simply to get rid of any of the leeches that might grab hold of you. Always very handy. Okay. In this little section, a little compass attached to it here. It's very rough, but it will at least give you the idea which direction you're going. In here, there's a whistle, another compass. Very cheap, El Nasty, does the job. It's got a whistle on it as well. I have a very simple rule that when I'm, if the car keys go into the backpack, this goes around my neck and it doesn't leave until the car keys are put back in the car. Just one of my safety things. Okay, so that's a very handy thing and something you should have with you, a whistle to attract attention. It's all got in there right now. So let's come to the major section. Okay. Lots of goodies in here. Firstly, my drone. It's a little DJI Spark, which has got a stabilized camera, gimbal on it. But of course you can't use those in the national parks in Australia, so it doesn't get much use in the bushwalks, unfortunately, but I always carry it with me just to be on the safe side. Then of course, besides the camera we're looking at, I also carry little Osmo Action from DJI as well. I have a little tripod to fit on that. Very handy little weapon. This is probably, it's got 4K, it does time-lapse, does slow motion, all that wonderful stuff. Great little camera, not cheap, but good. Another plastic box. This has been with me since day one, and it contains some very important things. Some toilet paper. Never go anywhere without toilet paper. Water sanitizer, so if you can't get good water you can put a half a tab of this into it. It'll clarify it for you. A little bit of Stingos. We all know what that's like. And if I'm away, sometimes I can't stand myself, so I have to have some deodorant. Plus I always carry a small piece of toothpaste and a toothbrush. That's what's in that box. One of the most important things I have here is what I call my emergency kit. This actually started with me when I started gliding and going out on long trips in the glider where you can actually outland, and you need to have everything to be able to keep you going until you can get help to bring the glider back and whatever it needs to be done. So what's in this? We'll start on this side. An emergency bag. It's one of those ones that'll keep you warm, get you warmed up if you do get serum. There's another little box of salt. I also have a very, very good high quality knife. Never know when you need a good knife. Naturally, first aid kit, lighter for help you lighting a fire, some batteries, a little one here which is a mirror signaler. Okay, very handy just to actually signal people if you've got the sun shining. Very handy to have with you. More deodorant. Does that say something about me? Little multi-tool here. It's got all the usual things you'd expect. Yeah. Always handy to have that as well. This is my snake kit. So basically it's just an elastic bandage and some plastic tape. You can tape it up tight and keep it on there with the tape. Very important to have that. Another little compass and thermometer, which looks like it's reasonably accurate. That's on one side of that. When we go to the other side, again, mosquito net, or I guess here we prefer to keep the flies off you. That way it'd be much better. A couple of pencils, another compass, and a little notepad so you can make notes of everything you want. So, all very handy stuff to have with you. Okay, so I'll just put all this back so I don't lose it. It's always important to know where everything is that you're taking with you, so that nothing will get, I have to put that back in there, that can go in here, that goes in there. Put some batteries in, that goes in there, lighter, mirror, and battery, and lighter, batteries, a whole lot goes in there. So that's a very important pack to carry. It's nice and handy, it's got everything you want. Okay. Naturally, I always carry a change of clothes, normally reasonably warm, trackies, and a shirt. You can always dry yourself out. And I also I've been carrying this little blanket, great little blanket, waterproof, since my cross-country skiing days 30 years ago. Excellent. You want to sit down somewhere, have a break, lay it out, and you got a nice comfortable place to sit down. Up in the top here, a couple of more important things. Oh look, another mosquito net. A very important thing here is my Spot PLB. This is my personal locator beacon. I can do several things with this one. It's a Spot. I can just press a button and it'll send a message to selected emails saying everything's okay, here's my location. If you get desperate, you can open up another one here and press an emergency button, and that will send off the whole emergency systems coming to look for you. So it's very important to have one of those with you when you're way out. And I actually carry a little two-way CB radio just to have something to another way of trying to contact people if something goes wrong. Why am I so neurotic about all of this stuff? I normally bushwalk by myself, and I really don't want any issues. And the way of doing that to make yourself as self-sufficient as possible. So that's what all this stuff is carried for. That's a bit of weight. It's about 5 or 6 kilograms to carry, but even for a day pack, well worth it.